Rich Eisen here in Los Angeles. Got to admit, didn't think this was the way that we would get the band back together, but my NFL Game Day morning compadres are all at their post for a season preview show. Michael Irvin, am I the only one wearing suit pants for this program?
Absolutely not, buddy. I'm suited and booted right here.
Very good.
Got all of mine on.
All right.
Don't worry.
Kurt, what about you?
Come on, Rich. You need to even ask. Of course I've got mine on.
Very good.
I am ready to roll.
You're a professional. Mooch, what do you have?
Well, okay, I apologize. I didn't get the memo, all right? I have my shorts on. But, guys, this is the regular season starting today, all right? We got to get going. Are you guys taped up? Are your ankles taped like this?
Michael Irvin? Are you joking?
I got taped up, man. The regular season's starting today, man. I hope you guys tape your ankles for the rest of this show. Let's go.
I hope you didn't pull anything there, Mooch, but it's good to know that your ankles are taped. We're all fired up because it's time to welcome you to the NFL Game Day season preview presented by Lowe's right here on NFL Network. And it has been a very long 220 days between the Chiefs winning Super Bowl 54 in Miami and Thursday night when they will open the 101st NFL season on NBC, hosting the Houston Texans. It has been a tumultuous offseason that we will never forget.
2020 has been a year of change. There's the change we didn't ask for, and the change we demand.
We, the National Football League,
believe Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
We, the National Football League, believe Black Lives Matter.
There's the change no one expected, and the change no one wanted. Despite all of this change, football endures. Ready to welcome us back after quite a long summer.
Keep fighting, boy. You gotta ride for one another.
And boy, after the summer we had, we need that desperately.
Play for the man next to you.
Every single Sunday.
We need the sharp whistle of a perfect spiral zipping down the sidelines.
Did he get his feet in again? Are you kidding me?
We need the heart-hammering late-game heroics that only football provides.
Fourth down. Here's your game. He is short. The 49ers are gonna win the NFC West.
We need to watch in awe as stars light up the crisp autumn night sky.
When the ball comes your way, you make a play.
But mostly, we need what football can give us beyond the gridiron. Football has the power to unite, to raise the voice of a single person to millions. In a world of change, football is still America's game. And now, more than ever, America needs football. Welcome back, friend.
Great job there by producer Luke Lassord showing you at home that the four of us here on NFL Game Day morning and NFL Game Day season preview, not the only part of this band that's getting back together, and we're thrilled to get you set for a 2020 season right here on this set from Los Angeles and from the homes from which these gents are joining us, and from points in between. Cynthia Freeland and Ian Rappaport going to join this program soon as well. We're 2 hours strong to get you set for the 2020 season. And Michael Irvin, I want to go to you first because COVID-19 and the pandemic obviously isn't the only aspect of this NFL season that's going to be at the forefront and on the tops of everybody's minds, certainly those who are putting on pads and helmets and playing this great game for all of our entertainment and enjoyment. The issue of social justice is right at the forefront as well, and I want to give you the stage to kick things off on how this season in the NFL is going to be different, and it's going to be unlike any other. Michael?
And Rich, as you talked about, our off season has been unlike any other, and we should expect this season, as we go through it, to be unlike any other. Of course, COVID, but what we've seen with sports and social justice, sports has always been a conduit for change and for unity. You can go way back to 1947 with Jackie Robinson, breaking the color barrier. And now what I've seen, Colin Kaepernick 4 years ago, taking a knee in that whole cause for police brutality, for social justice, just what we're talking about here today. That whole cause got hijacked and made it about disrespecting the flag. And then you come 4 years later, we all stuck at home because of COVID, got to watch the horrific scene in Minnesota when George Floyd, the same position that Colin Kaepernick used to try to bring light and bring conversation about the social injustice, I should say, the same position for 9 minutes kneeled on George Floyd's neck and watched the life go by his knee and out of this man's body. And everybody sat at home to watch. For years, we have been trying to share and talk about some of the things that we go through as African Americans. And a lot of people, honestly, because they never experienced it or they never saw it, just couldn't grasp it. But after that moment, things changed. People saw it, and I gotta say, for all the guys that I'm watching in sports, for the NBA and the sacrifices these guys are making to try to continue to bring conversation to this and make a difference, I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them, and absolutely, these guys in the NFL will have the opportunity to do that now that we are here in the National Football League season. I expect them to make those, to do things to go towards social justice to show their support.
And Michael, we often talk about, the locker rooms, or we talk about the teams that are strongest and are united and what they're able to accomplish. And that's what I see right now in our society, but in the game of football, is that we're more united now than we were when Colin started this whole thing. It's black players and white players. It's organizations that are making powerful statements on the need for change. It's our commissioner getting involved in this process. And then it's our biggest players, our brightest stars, the Patrick Mahomes, the Deshaun Watsons, the OBJs, the DeAndre Hopkins. We've got our biggest stars that are behind this and unified in this. So I'm with you, Michael. I'm excited to see what type of change these guys can escalate. What way they can use their voices to truly create change, because that's what this is all about. That's what Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for so many years ago. But I feel we're more united than ever, Mooch.
Yeah, I've always said that football is the ultimate team sport. It's got the most players, and what we're seeing is players, coaches, front office, ownership, all unified, like you said, Kurt, and you said it very well too, Mike. There's a fight for equality right now, and a fight for social justice, and awareness is one thing, and speaking out is another thing, but action is the next step. And the NFL has implemented a lot of initiatives to make this a better world for everybody. And what we've done, and we'll talk about this quite a bit, I'm sure, establish polling places, establish nonpartisan educational programs, establish some discussions with community officials and law enforcement, and all those things are happening really as we speak right now. So that's the thing that's got to continue and even accelerate now during the football season. We've had so many things that are different right now. The COVID thing, the pandemic, it's changing how we live, how we work, how we learn, the whole thing. We're having to deal with this as a nation, as a world, really. And so this season on many levels will be different. It's exciting for us to get started, but this is the first and foremost thing that's been on our minds for the last 5 months.